100-day challenges are all over YouTube. I mean, 100 days in Minecraft, 100 days in Fortnite, 100 days in anything, anywhere, any place, whatever. But you know what's never been done before? 100 days of finding frogs. Until now, I did it, and I'm the only one who's ever done it, I think. I'm the only one who's ever done it, probably. And I'm going to tell you why I did it, how I did it, and show you a little bit about it. And then thank you all for being here while I did it. Simply, I just found a frog every single day. Not that hard. But why did I do it? Well, I found the 100 Hidden Frogs game on Steam, as you do when you just browse free-to-play games on Steam. And when I found it, I went, that looks fun. I'll bookmark it. Throw it in my downloads, and then it sat there for about 2 weeks until I went and had the genius idea of not doing a speed run, but doing a slow run. Doing the game in the slowest amount of time I possibly could. What was that time? 100 days. So, I then started the quest of finding a frog every single day. A bonus of this is I was wanting to try and do daily content. And, live streaming, shorts, all that jazz. Making one short a day about finding a frog was a good way to stay on top of that daily content thing. And I'm still doing daily content a couple days after finishing the frogs. As you can see right here, this is how many days it's been doing daily content post frogs. Yeah. 100 days though, that was a good way to get going in this idea. And it's also just given me massive growth, and I want to thank all of you so much for that. But let's stop talking about the why and start talking about the frogs themselves. Now, I'm not going to give you a compilation of all the frogs here. There's a 100 video playlist, obviously, because it's 100 frogs, that's linked in the description and at the end of this video, and you can feel free to go watch all of them there, but I'm going to do a couple highlights here. We're going to start with how we started. We're going to find the first one here real quickly. I don't know, I'm looking pretty hard. Looks like I'm going to be grabbing this one here first. I know, it's a little lame, but it had to start somewhere. Also, it started with a whole lot more hair. I had quite a few haircuts throughout 100 days, as you would assume. I tend to keep my hair a little bit on the long side, so it gets unruly quick. The first frogs, though, they were wholesome. I had this little idea of being friendly with the frog, and it was like this idea of, I tell you how my day was, I find a frog, and then you tell me how your day was. Nobody really told me how their day was in the comments, so I ended up stopping that and going for, instead, being mean to the frogs. I've turned a frog into a crystal. In order to make more of these, I need to find some frogs. So let's go find a frog so I can just turn him into a little teeny tiny sugar crystal. Who's gonna be my victim for the day? I'm gonna go with him. It looks like he's probably already been in defeat. Look, he's about to jump into this chasm here. I'm just gonna save him the fall and turn him into a crystal. Another thing that was really good about doing all these frog videos was that it caused me to have to think about jokes. Well thought out jokes, sometimes not really well thought out, sometimes really well thought out. Such as I had a frog in my throat. How funny. Or this one.
I'm just a fat white frog sitting on a log. Oh, I'm green now.
Or this one. Frog? Frog. That's the bit. It just made me have to be creative and try and think of a funny way to find a frog in a black and white painting. It's not a lot of stuff to work with there. Every single joke had the same punchline of it involved me finding the frog, but yet each one was a little unique in its own way. So, 100 days. It's a long period of time. It is almost a third of an entire year. So a lot of stuff can happen, such as the queen dying. The queen died last week, and now we have this frog as a king. Long live frogs! But also, I want to turn a frog green. See this guy right here. Boop. Now granted, a couple days after that, 9/11 memorials happened, but I did not make a joke about 9/11 and frogs. You're welcome, New York. Something else happened. We entered October. And I have this idea of doing daily series inside of months through shorts that are going to be summed up inside of videos like this. And so what I decided to do for October was to have people guess my Halloween costume, which they did way quicker than I thought they would, and then I was going to have to do stuff in the Halloween costume. One of the comments told me to do this. I'm doing anything the comments tell me to do while dressed in a Flynn Rider costume. Today I have to do this. I can find a frog, no problem, let's go. It's really not that hard. I just look at this giant black and white painting and go, hey, you, white frog there, on the log next to the mushrooms, you're green now. And just like that, we had one of the greatest crossovers known to mankind. And by mankind, I mean the 1,000 of you guys who are subscribed. And the couple hundred of you who watched that video. A lot of things changed. What changed, though? This channel has changed a lot from when I started the frogs to now. I've gotten better at just speaking in general in front of the camera. I've just gotten better at making content. Gotten more of you guys watching these. These statistics happen. Take a look at this. This is all the stuff that happened from the frog videos alone. Pretty great numbers. You know, for somebody who would get 1,000 views a month from a video about him eating paper. The frog merch drop. The first ever King Apocalyptic merch drop. And this drop is fire, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, we got the Forg in a variety of product options for you. Me personally, I'm getting the sweatshirt, but I'd love to know if one of you guys decides to buy this hilarious puzzle, because it's something, let me tell you what. Anyway, though, we also got this bad boy, the muscular frogman, the god among men. A beautiful lad indeed. You can get him as a clock if you want, with the handles coming out of a certain spot. But me personally, I don't know about that. So I'm just gonna get him on a t-shirt and as a ton of stickers. I'll make another video about all the merch stuff once it arrives, because I want to show it off. I think it's cool. Yeah, that's really all I've got. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you guys continue to watch the content and enjoy it. I know it's no longer frogs, but hey, maybe I'll come back to this game and see if I can do it faster than 100 days. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.